This is Rockin' with J-Man. Is with Rebecca McCartney. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm in a weird spot right now where I'm holed up with some of my cousins in Seattle because we actually just got COVID. So,
Wait, you got COVID?
yeah, I did. I'm totally vaccinated. It was just a really weird scenario where I was around one unvaccinated person that I didn't even speak to at this event and came down with it. So, pretty pretty strange few days. I was sick for a couple days and now I'm doing much better, but I'm still isolated.
Do you still have your taste? Or no?
Yeah, I lost a little bit of my taste and smell for like 1 or 2 days where I was holding coffee up really close to my face and I was like, it doesn't smell that strong. But it's all back to normal now.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
I guess the vaccination really does kind of help, though.
Yeah, yeah. I'm really grateful for that. For
For
sure.
those who are watching and not familiar with you yet, can you tell us about yourself?
Totally. So, my name's Rebecca. I am an artist based in New York City, and I've been playing music for my whole life. I'm mostly a singer, and I write music and produce as well. And I have training in a bunch of different genres. So, I grew up doing classical music, musical theater, all kinds of singer-songwriter type stuff. And then through high school and college, I started singing with R&B type bands and with a jazz combo. So now I'm writing music and recording stuff that's in a very like genre bending world where I like to think that I write stuff that can't really be pinned down to one specific genre. So I'm kind of in that jazz feel, a little bit in the R&B, a little in the indie rock world, and working on that full time now.
Congratulations on your new single, Behind Closed Doors. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, I'm really excited to put that out for it to be out now.
Tell me about the song. Tell me about the song.
Yeah. So it's I love the song because I like dancing to it. I kind of put it on and I'll like dance around my room with my friends. I think it's a really like mellow but upbeat feel. Even though the story is pretty sad, it's about this relationship I was in where the other person wanted to keep it very secretive, very low key, and wasn't really ready to bring me into their world yet. And like introduce me to their friends. And it was a really terrible feeling where I was like, I know that I deserve to be loved in the way that I want to, but this person doesn't doesn't feel that and doesn't love me in that way. So the song is really about, the chorus goes, "You only love me when the doors are closed. You're only with me when no one else knows." Um, it's about that feeling of kind of reckoning with the truths of this relationship and how that didn't match up with what I knew I needed in my life. But then again, turning that around into something that I wasn't going to be embarrassed about. I'm going to like turn this into a celebration of like my own worth, my value, and instead start to jam out to it.
That track reminds me of Nina Simon. Nina
Oh,
Simon.
Nina Simon?
Yeah,
Nina Simone.
yeah, Nina Simon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you so much. She's a huge influence on me. I'm a really big fan um of her music and the way that she brings soul into everything that she used to do.
Did you ever think about covering Feeling Good? I bet that would be amazing if you did.
Nina Simone's song "Feeling Good." I haven't thought about that, but that's a really good idea. I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah. Yeah. How would you describe your sound? How would you describe?
Hmm. I think a lot of my music starts off as just very acoustic, like voice and guitar, kind of in the soulful singer-songwriter world. And then I think when I start to produce, and on this EP that I'm going through releasing singles for now, all of these songs started out as guitar and voice, and now they're in this really like mellow indie rock but R&B world. Um, and a lot of the stuff also I think has a really jazzy feel to it. So it's about that groove to me. It's about getting into the groovy mood and really having some stuff that feels like it belongs to a bunch of different genres, but all things that you can feel like emotional to and things that you can jam out to.
So there is a full album coming out, or is it just singles?
It's an EP, so it's 5 singles that are being released as 4 singles separately, and then the whole thing will be coming out together as one 5-song EP in December.
So when are you done with Garden Party?
Garden Party to me feels like an ongoing project. It's this thing that I do with my friend Jacob, where we write a lot of music together for voice and guitar. We're both based in New York, and we spend a lot of time together at home where we'll just kind of hang out and we'll be spending time with other friends, doing whatever, and all of a sudden one of us will pick up a guitar, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, here's a Garden Party song. Here's a new one. So Garden Party, we released an album right in like the first week of the pandemic a couple years ago, which was our first big, drop into the world. But it to me feels like a really long-term project that we'll just kind of be drifting in and out of for a while.
Is it easy to get pushed in the music industry when you are related to a Beatle?
Oh, I'm not actually related to Paul McCartney. We just have the same last name.
Oh,
But I appreciate the compliment. Yeah, it's funny though. My mom is a professional musician, so I don't have the whole Beatles blood connection, but I do have a lot of professional musicians in my family in different worlds. So my mom's a classical musician, and I have cousins who are professional musical theater people and other classical people. So I definitely have
do you have anybody in your family like hip hop, rap, or rock and roll, heavy metal?
Not professionally, definitely people who like enjoy those genres, but not people who have pursued those as their jobs. But I feel like it's definitely it's always been easy for me to feel like I belong in the musical world because there's so much of that around me. And I definitely feel pushed by my family and by all those people who are in those spheres. But it's still a lot of self motivation that has to come out too because I'm kind of navigating my own genre world here. I don't know any family members who have pursued jazz or who have done this kind of independent musician thing, though I have a lot of close friends who are in it too.
You should start the rumor that you are related. You should start that rumor.
That used to be a joke I would tell with some of my friends in high school. When I would introduce myself to a new person, a friend would be like, "Oh yeah, and it's Paul McCartney's granddaughter right there," and I'd be like, "Yes,
Yes. 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 I'm all for that.
correct."
Yes.
Right.
Do you want to be a famous person's friend? Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Any plans on playing any shows this year? Any plans?
Oh, for sure. For
Oh,
sure. I think we got to be safe in terms of like we don't want to be creating any COVID dens, and I'm especially thinking about this right now, given that I have COVID.
you don't
So
want to. You got COVID though, so what do you want to do here with the shows?
I know. Well, I have to keep the whole audience safe and all the other musicians and everyone working at the venues. But I think that shows that it's even more important for everyone to get vaccinated,
Is it,
and like as soon as we can get back to regular live music, that's my favorite thing in the world. So the sooner the better.
how does it work? Like people say that like they still have it, but it's kind of gone. So how does it work?
Yeah, so if you get the vaccine, it's much more likely that you're not going to get the disease at all, but it's possible. So with a breakthrough infection, you can get the disease and also be vaccinated, which is what happened to me and to some of my family members. But still, since we have the vaccine, our experiences of COVID are much more mild. We're not going to go to the hospital, like most likely. We're not going to have as severe a disease as we could have if we didn't have the vaccine. So it's like a much more gentle, basically feels like a cold to me.
Oh,
Hmm.
all right then.
So you're like, oh, it's not bad.
Oh, okay. So just basically get a vaccine, bada bing, bada boom, and then just
Exactly.
a pandemic can turn into a cold. Huh.
Yeah. Pretty lucky here. Hmm.
I bet the mosh pits on your show are brutal. At those mosh pits.
Mm.
Drinking
When I play
chocolate
shows,
milk there, drinking some chocolate milk there, or
oh, it's coffee. It's iced
I was
coffee.
gonna say cappuccino something.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it. Are you drinking chocolate milk? Yeah.
Chocolate milk. No, I actually was not. I like drink chocolate milk. Trust me, I like chocolate milk, but I'm more of actually a white milk kind of guy.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might sound like it might feel like just like not like kind of like the taste kind of thing, but if you really think about it, it's kind of tasty.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever kind of milk you're into. And now there's so many different kinds of milk that can't go wrong. Yeah, about the mosh pits though, I played a lot of shows in college, where, college students are very down to dance most of the time. Often they'll start kind of in the back of the room and they're not really into it. And then you just have to be really aggressive on stage and be like, come on, guys, let's go. Let's get
Let's
this
go.
done.
Come on.
All of
You
a
go.
sudden,
You go.
yeah, everyone's moshing at the front of the room. Everyone's having a good time. So I do miss those, and it feels like it's probably going to take a while until we get back to that part of live music. But I've been to a number of shows since most people got vaccinated, and it's been really, really nice to
Man,
just be around other people listening to live music.
you have a nice, beautiful, calming voice, and yet you make this kind of music. It blows my mind.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I think I really try to strike some sort of balance between like mellow and also just really groovy, really jammy. So,
Yeah, so you basically think, "Oh, butterflies, and nice things, and
yeah.
then killing. Just I
And
can't
then it's
yeah,
like
just
well, I don't know if it's hard rock, but yeah.
scream that you can just go butterflies and then screaming. That's
Hey, it's all about range. You got to be able to do different things.
Do you ever get amped up mid show and call for a wall of death?
I have never done that.
You
I wouldn't
should.
say it's I wouldn't say it's out of the realm of possibility, but it's not in my past.
Well, you should, and it would be amazing. Okay,
Okay, hey, next time you come to one of my shows,
gotcha.
you give me the signal.
Yeah, I'll just say go.
Totally.
Yeah. What's your favorite memory from playing a show? What is your favorite memory?
Mm. So at the end of this last school year, I was a senior in college, and I played a show at this bar in our college town in Minnesota. Um, and no one had been to a live show in like a year and a half, almost, not quite 2 years, but like a year and a half at that point. Um, and I
How
was
old are
standing
you?
on stage. Sorry, what?
How old are you?
I'm 22. What'd you think?
I at least thought you were 30.
Really?
Yeah.
No, man.
26 at minimum. 26 at minimum. You're
That's really
22. You're 12 years apart from me. What is going on here?
I don't
We
know.
can actually date, yo. We just gotta move.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was playing this show in Minnesota, and it was just like the most energy I'd felt in 2 years, basically getting on stage, and I could just feel that coming back to me from the crowd, and I saw all my friends in the crowd and a bunch of people that I didn't really know, and I knew I was about to graduate, so I was just trying to give everyone like one last really good show.
You were
And
just
after the show, all these people were coming up to me who had been deprived of that experience for the last year and a half, and they were like, this was the best night, this was the best night of the year, or like best night of my life. And I was like, wow, that's a big statement, guys. But it was so much fun, and to know that like I could be having so much fun at the same time watching these people in the audience like receive that energy from me and give it right back, the best feeling in the world. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What is your worst memory from playing the show?
Worst memory is when I forget the words to things, which happens all the time. I'll like forget the words if I didn't rehearse enough, or sometimes I'll get off from my band. We'll just like be in different places. And I have in college, I had a really, really good band where I knew that if I like skipped a part of the song or repeated a part of the song, they would kind of just pick up immediately where I was and latch onto that, and we could keep going. But sometimes we were not all on the same page. So specifically, there was this concert my freshman year of college. I drove out. Do you know the venue Red Rocks in Colorado?
No, I am in New York.
No, you're good. You're good. So it's a super. I grew up in New York too, but it's a super famous venue in Colorado, where it's all outside, huge stage that has this massive, beautiful backdrop of just these like huge red rocks. It's called Red Rocks Auditorium,
Okay.
and a bunch of big bands have played there over the years. Um, I went to see the band Wolfpack there with a couple of my friends. We drove like 13 hours there to see them and 13 hours back. And we decided that the people I went with, they were my band. We were like, we know we have to play a show the moment we get back to school, um, Saturday night or Sunday night or something. We're only going to play songs at this show that we hear on the radio on our drive back.
Really?
So we listen to all these songs.
You're a pretty long talker sometimes, so I'm just like listening and trying to imagine this in my head.
No, you're good. You're good. I know. But yeah, we're listening to all these songs on the radio, and we were like, okay, we'll figure out how to play these. But we never rehearsed them, so we went on stage without rehearsing any of our music, and it was just a total wreck. Oh my god. We played the song Life is a Highway with like all five of us in different keys at the same time. It's terrible.
That sounds horrible.
I know. You're
I
right.
like that.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
It was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we made it back. It's fine. Everyone had fun.
If you make your dream tour, who would be on the bill? If you could make your dream tour.
To go see or to play?
Like the play. You could play with like any band in the world. It can be
Whoa.
deceased and it also can be infinite people.
Yeah. Okay, well, I would have Pino Palladino on bass, or Jaco Pastorius. I would have, let's see, I would probably have Questlove on drums. I'd pull together a band of like musicians from everywhere. I would have D'Angelo up there singing, and I would have Leon LaHavis helping me on stage, writing some stuff. She's one of my favorite artists today. I'd maybe get the producer from Sylvan Esso. They're a duo, so the producer guy, I love them both, but I feel like that would be sick. And then I'm trying to figure out who would play guitar.
What about Nia Simmons again? You want to bring her in the mix?
That would be cool. Nina Simone. That would be amazing. She could.
I keep getting the name.
You're good. She could play piano. I think I would get Nile Rodgers though to come and play guitar. That would be amazing. So yeah, that would be a dream lineup for sure.
What's next for you? What is next for the band? What are you gonna be doing next?
I'm gonna keep writing music. I'm gonna, try to book some more shows. I'm based in New York City, so I really just love going to hear people's shows and writing music with other people. I love collaborating. So what's next is writing more music and then maybe releasing a full-length album at some point in the next year. What do you think?
Nah, that actually sounds pretty good. You're just trying to do what you gotta do.
Yeah, right.
You're drinking that coffee, and what time is it for you guys?
Well, I'm in Seattle right now, so it's 3 hours earlier. It's 2:20.
Drinking coffee. Well, it's 5:21 for us, though.
Sometimes I still drink coffee at 5. Hey, the life of a musician begins late in the day, and it goes.
Yep.
So you gotta stay up.
Trust me. I've stayed up till 5 once. Trust me.
Whoa. At a concert?
Not at a concert, just like, regular day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never, for some reason, I always get scared at 5 o'clock and then I just go right back to sleep. I just go right to sleep. I get so scared.
Well, I mean, you have to get a lot of sleep for school, so you have to.
Well, I'm talking about like summer days. I don't do that. Like, what do you think? I bust out staying up till 5 o'clock and then I got 2 hours to sleep? No, thank you.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like any fun.
Yeah, this doesn't. It's basically 3 minutes. When you ever when you get like 15 minutes or 5 minutes, and then as soon as you close your eyes, they say, "Come on, up."
Yeah,
up.
Exactly. All the time.
Yeah. How do my followers follow you?
Find me on any social media, man. You can find me on Instagram. I'm at rebecca.andmusic. Find me on TikTok. That's my latest latest spot, which is also it's Rebecca McCartney Music. You can go to my website, RebeccaMcCartneyMusic.com. Find me on Spotify, just Rebecca McCartney, or you can listen to the old folk album of Garden Party. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Facebook? Facebook?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, Rebecca McCartney Music.
Okay. You are not very active on your social media. You need to get on top of that. Content.
What kind of content do you think I should make?
Is the only way to get on top of these days now. It's the only way of these days. But what kind of content? Let me think.
Like cover songs?
Streaming. You should probably try that out.
Okay, that's a good
And
idea.
since you're a girl, everybody will follow you. Don't worry.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, that's basically how you work. It's just gonna let you know there's gonna be some people that just are really crazy.
Like on Twitch or on Facebook Live and stuff?
Well, you can do something like that too, but are you gonna? What do you want to do? Like, do you want to stream your music or do you want to play video games?
Definitely not video games for me.
Oh, okay, so just stream your music. Just watch out. There's probably gonna be some people asking, "Can I see your toes, please?"
The internet is wild.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
So just watch out. Do you have any merch?
I'm working on it now, so stay tuned on my website or follow me on Instagram or something. I'll post about it there.
Well, thank you for being on my show.
Hey, thanks for inviting me.
I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage at one of your shows.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, it was nice having you on my show, man. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, no, really enjoyed talking to you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Thank you. Have a great one. Peace.
You too. Bye.